welcome back to my K-pop Tarot channel. Today I'm going to be continuing doing 2024 predictions, even if 2024 has already begun, but I'm just going to do, and this time around I'm going to read for K-pop girl group by the name of ITZY. Recently they did or had a comeback and I really liked their new music, so I decided, why not do a prediction reading for them as well. While watching this video, please keep in mind that this is all for entertainment purposes only. I don't claim to know the future, the thoughts, the events that might be happening. I'm just telling what my cards are pointing to me. Take my words with a grain of salt, not as a literal fact, because I'm just a tarot beginner reader, and tarot is not... it's always going to be 100% right. And yeah, subscribe, like, and enjoy the video. So this part is going to be only the card shuffling part, so if you are not interested in that, you can skip to the actual prediction, but if you are, welcome, and let's start. Okay, what kind of month is January of 2024 going to be for ITZY? I did not finish the question, so I'm going to not take the card. ITZY 2024, January. Okay, going to take this card. Okay, January. What about February of 2024 for ITZY, K-pop girl group? February for ITZY, K-pop girl group, ITZY, February of 2024. Okay, this one. Next we have March. What about March of 2024? Okay, going to take this card. Next is April of 2024 for ITZY, one card only. Okay, this. What about May of 2024 for ITZY? Okay, May. Next we have June of 2024 for ITZY. June. Okay, I'm going to take the top card, otherwise there's just way too many. So I'm going to take the top card. For June. What about July? I'm going to take the top card, as I always do. Next on the list we have August of 2024 for ITZY, K-pop girl group. Going to take this card. Also guys, if you have any other groups that you want me to do similar reading on, please leave them in the comment section down below. What about September of 2024 for K-pop girl group ITZY? Okay, September. October. November of 2024 for ITZY. November for 2024 for ITZY. Okay. And final month, December. What kind of month is December going to be? Not going to take any card, and I'm going to shuffle once more because I did not understand which card you want me. Okay, this. This. Okay, now I'm going to do similar card shuffling for each month, but now I'm only going to use oracle decks. What kind of month is January of 2024 going to be for K-pop girl group ITZY? One card only. Otherwise, I'm going to take only one card from the top. This one. Next we have February of 2024. Going to take only the top card. Next we have March of 2024. What kind of month is it going to be for ITZY? Going to take this card, the top one. Okay, next we have April. April. Next is May of 2024. What kind of month is it going to be for ITZY? June of 2024 for ITZY. June. Oh, July for ITZY. July. August. Going to take this card since it was the top one. Next is September of 2024 for ITZY. October for ITZY, K-pop girl group. Okay, going to take this one. Next is November. What can you tell me about November of 2024? Going to take this one. And final month, December of 2024 for ITZY, K-pop girl group. Going to take this one. This one. And the final question, please describe 2024 as overall year for K-pop girl group ITZY. This one. Okay. And I'm also going to take one card from the tarot. Please describe 2024 as an overall year for K-pop girl group ITZY. One card only. How successful will they be? What kind of message do you want? Okay. Thank you. And without further ado, let's start. Okay guys, so in this sort of like oval, I have 12 cards that describe each month for K-pop girl group ITZY, and we will start off with January. So for January, I got the card of the Hermit and the card of Statues. So January is definitely going to be a month for ITZY, where they're going to get more attention than usual. So that could all indicate the obvious, that they are having a comeback, and they're going to appear a lot on a lot of variety shows, for example, just be showcased a lot, have a lot of schedules being dropped, like dances, TikToks being filmed, and so on. But there is also, because the Hermit is right here, maybe they are going to try and focus a lot on international public in January, or they're going to travel a lot, from places to places. But I also do think that this comeback is like missing this sort of a little detail, a piece of their identity, a piece of their own, because one member is actually like missing from this comeback due to anxiety reasons. So that is definitely showcased in tarot perspective as well. I really do think that all of the girls like Miss Leah, and they want the best for the group, and they want to be there for their friends, but behind the scenes they are missing, their member. They do think that there is someone lacking, they do see the missing part of the group. And but I do think that this month is a successful one in regards that, money coming in, streams, views, and so on. Next we have February. For February, I got the card of the King of Cups and the card of Authority. So they're going to have some sort of interaction with older male, most likely someone in higher position, like a CEO, for example, or management. I wouldn't be surprised if fans are going to complain about mismanagement aspect or not equal opportunities distributed between JYP entertainment groups, and they think that ITZY is not giving enough opportunities and possibilities for their career to bloom, so there could be some complaints about the mismanagement aspect. I wouldn't even be surprised if, like the JYP himself is going to talk about the girls and somehow remind them that all the success that they achieved is only because they are from JYP, something like that, like some sort of statement, most likely from a male, like older male, is going to somehow be a bit negative in a way, but and some sort of message that was supposed to be like, in a positive way may come out in like a really negative way of saying, if I have to say so. There is also a possibility that the girls are going to be breaking records of some sort, maybe receiving some sort of like music show, for example, in February, or just in general be a bit more successful. And somehow this male is like, it's all because of the company, it's all about, it's not because you worked so hard, no, it's because of me. Like some sort of like egoistic figure that is trying to take all the authority for themselves and not like not give enough creative freedom for the girls themselves. If that is what I get. Next we have March. For March, I got the card of King of Swords and the card of Harmony. So I do think that something is finally happening that was promised. It's finally coming to the light. So maybe, for example, like a teaser of like a world tour or a fan meeting of some sort is going to be released. I do think that in March there's definitely, in comparison to, for example, January, there's going to be less schedules involving ITZY. They are going to work more behind the scenes than in actual light. But I do think that there is a chance that in March some really pretty photos are going to be dropped, or fans are going to really praise ITZY for their visuals. Maybe there's a chance that one member is changing, their hairstyle or the looks somehow, and the fans are really excited about the future of ITZY, about maybe some sort of interaction between ITZY and other group members, for example. There is a chance that maybe ITZY are going to somehow really like relax in some way. Maybe they're going to be given some sort of relaxation time to go outside, to take pretty photos of like trees, sky, for example. Or just in general, this is a month where they're going to somehow mentally prepare for the future, for aspect of their schedules, that's what I get. Next we have April. For April, I got the card of justice and the card of loss. I wouldn't even be surprised if somehow something unfair is going to happen to ITZY. Maybe some sort of privacy invasion that isn't supposed to be there, or they're going to really miss Leah because she's missing, and somehow the group is like really, or the fans, maybe not the group itself, but the fans are going to start really noticing the change in ITZY's dynamic due to the lack of one member being there. There's a chance that something unfair is happening behind the scenes, and ITZY is really contemplating the decision on their future, whether to stay with JYP or not, something like that. I see them traveling in April. There is a chance that they are going to have some sort of, or attend some sort of concert, festival of some sort, but most likely it's probably going to be overseas one. There is maybe a complaint that one member is getting more opportunities than others, or maybe one member is getting less like screen time, less opportunities to go to variety shows or some sort happening in April, because somehow unfairness is shown. I don't understand why. Next we have May. For May, I got the card of Three of Cups and the card of Romance. So this month is definitely going to be a very successful one. Around this time, there's celebration, there's happiness, a lot of teamwork is going to really showcase in May. I wouldn't even be surprised if there is some sort of dating rumor happening, or there are going to be some interactions between, for example, one ITZY member and like other K-pop group member, for example, and the fans are going to be really excited about this interaction, about this collaboration of some sort, if but I don't think that it is going to be like or maybe it is, but there could be like rumors, and there is happiness, so maybe fans are going to celebrate some sort of news, or some sort of achievement that ITZY might break. But I do think that May is definitely going to be a very successful month, filled with a lot of happy interactions and a lot of happiness, if I have to say. Next, we move on to June. For June, I got the card of Eight of Wands and the card of Order. So this is a month where things are starting to really speed up. A lot of schedules are being dropped for ITZY. They have to work 24/7, and they are this type of group who follow order from who like to have rules and to have like schedules, and they are the type of group who will religiously follow each step that is required. There is a chance that they are traveling maybe to some hotter place where like cactuses, like bushes, sand is, so maybe like for example South America, like America, even like this really hot place, or they are really excited about the summer aspect, because June is a start of summer. And I think that with this month a lot of schedules are finally like going and happening in reality. If there was like sort of teasers, this is like where things are starting to speed up. This is where, like, if before that like ITZY had like a couple of concerts happening, this is a month where things really speed up, and ITZY are going to be traveling from one place to another in like matters of hours, and going to perform from one place to another. Like one day for example, one day I'm performing in LA, the next day I'm already in New York or something like that, you know, like traveling from one place to another, down, not having enough time for your own, like, you know, relaxation time, but only focusing on your work. Next we move on to July. For July, I got the card of Ace of Cups and the card of Vision. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if around July they are going to release new music or have some sort of comeback, because Ace of Cups is like new beginning for something. Like in my cases, I usually associated a Vision card with a new comeback, something new being dropped. So maybe in June, as I mentioned, the like teasers start coming out, and in July there is an actual like comeback. I wouldn't be surprised if ITZY again are traveling somewhere. Maybe they are having some sort of world tour around everything. But I definitely do think that in July ITZY are going to be a really successful one, really successful group, a lot of attention. Maybe they are going to have some sort of viral moment happening, or being, you know, going around on TikTok, Twitter, other social media platforms, and so on. And I do think that summertime is going to be a really happy moment for the girls themselves, because I think that they are this type of group who really like when the weather is, you know, really warm, and you don't have to dress up in like super warm clothes, or just in general, you know, um, you can wear like shorts and, you know, be really pretty. I think that ITZY really enjoys summertime for some reason. I don't understand why. For August, I got the card of Innovation and the card of Three of Pentacles, but it is in reverse position, which is really interesting. Maybe the fans like speculated of some sort of collaboration, or really wanted some sort of interaction between ITZY and other like a group or like person, but they did not get it, because this interaction was cut off in fear of, you know, not spreading like unnecessary hate for ITZY. Three of Pentacles also signify that there could be money coming in it for ITZY. You know, I could see them taking like an easy route in something, and uh, maybe releasing new music. Like something new is definitely happening between July and August, like maybe new music, something, some sort of unique project. Maybe they are filming some sort of, I don't know, variety show, but something definitely new is brewing, and it's really exciting. Maybe even the fans are really excited and hyping it up. Maybe it's a comeback, maybe it's a tour of some sort. Maybe they are traveling to some sea, for example. I could see the ITZY members getting praises for their looks in August. Mm. Maybe they are going to surprise quite a lot of people with the change that they are having for ITZY's name. It's like some sort of innovation, something new is really exciting, and maybe not having been made in K-pop for a while. Next, we move on to September. For September, I got the card of Judgment and the card of Power. I think that in September, ITZY is definitely going to receive maybe more hate than they usually get. And I think that bad mouthing of ITZY's name and reputation might come off from other K-pop groups fandoms, because they are jealous of what ITZY have achieved. I do think that ITZY in September is definitely going to be like in the spotlight of the attention. For what reason, I'm not sure, but they are definitely going to be, there are going to be people who praise ITZY, and there are going to be people who like badmouth ITZY and view ITZY in a really negative way. There is a chance that ITZY is traveling somewhere. Maybe they are focusing more on international public rather than Korean one. But a lot of powerful moves, a lot of passion is definitely going to be showcased from ITZY's side. Next we move on to October. For October I got the card of Temperance and the card of Exaltation. So this month definitely a lot of patience is going to be required. Maybe one member is somehow struggling a bit mentally, having this sort of like panic about some sort of situation that is probably not even um, in their power to solve or be in charge of. But I do think that if they are calm about a situation and don't panic, really great results might be happening. I think that maybe the higher ups or the company is preparing something exciting for ITZY, and if the girls don't rush the project, if it takes time to heal, to be planned in a right way, be like really great, I think that this thing that we are talking about has a really great potential to become a very successful and fruitful situation. Exaltation is a card that describes some sort of expectations. So maybe what like one member or the whole group planned or had in their bucket list in the beginning of the year is finally coming through in October. I think that this maybe they are going to slowly prepare or join some sort of award show and maybe win couple of awards. But they are really hard working group, and I think that throughout the whole year is going to be showcased a lot how professional and how stable of a group ITZY are. Next we move on to November. For November I got the card of Page of Wands and the card of Manipulation. I don't know why, but I get this feeling like maybe there are going to be some complaints about copyright issues, oh, you're copying me. Uh, oh, you're copying me, for example. Oh, this is not original. You got this idea from this and that. So there could be some copyright, issues or talks about ITZY or some other group copying ITZY, for example, and the fans like trying to manipulate the situation in their way, if I have to say. I think that ITZY is in November going to really shine for their creativity. Maybe they're going to attend because November is award show season, so maybe they are going to try and do really fun and exciting performances for their songs, and maybe other fans are going to be really like jealous. I wouldn't even be surprised if in November fans are going to really complain about ITZY not receiving some sort of award, which fans believe that it was rightly deserved for ITZY, you know. So there could be some issues with that, but I do think that November is a very successful month. And finally we move on to December. For December, I got the card of Eight of Cups and the card of Bird. So I think that ITZY are going to finish 2024 with this sort of like speculations from fans about ITZY's future. You know, whether they're going to continue being as a whole group, whether they're going to, you know, give birth to like their career like from the beginning, you know, like maybe are they going, I think that the speculations are, if I'm being completely honest, whether they're going to continue being with JYP or not. I think that in December ITZY might be dropping some new performances to songs, maybe traveling somewhere, maybe holding like fan meetings of some sort. But there is like this sort of uncertainty about their future, about their career. Maybe the girls really try their best, but they are not receiving the results that they wish to receive, and they like blaming themselves for doing something, and like should I continue doing this, or should I just drop this and do like new concepts, for example. Like some sort of doubt is happening for ITZY, and I don't understand for what reason. But I see traveling, and there is a chance that this month is definitely going to be a month where ITZY members really think about their past, about their achievements, about what they did and their efforts in 2024. And finally, what kind of year is 2024 going to be for ITZY? I got the card of Ace of Pentacles and the card of Affair. So in 2024, ITZY are going to receive a lot of affection and love from the K-pop fandoms in general, not their only not their own fandom. Of course, they're going to receive from them as well, but also from the whole K-pop. They're going to really get praises for maybe, and they're going to give fans like this sort of nostalgia, because ITZY is not a rookie group anymore. They are like 5 years old now, or 4. So they definitely are really professional in their work, and the fans are finally noticing maybe their past releases and how unfair they were with the treatment of ITZY. I do think that in 2024, ITZY is definitely going to be a really successful group. I think that this year is like the rebirth of ITZY. I think that even if you don't like it, but I think that ITZY is going to travel a lot this year. Maybe they are having some sort of world tour, because I got it from like the messages that they are going to travel a lot this year. And I also do think that their concepts are going to be really unique ones. They're definitely not going to stick to doing the same thing over and over again. I think that if they want to achieve success, they have to really go outside of their comfort zone, meet new people, have a lot more interactions, and then the money will come in. But I do think that in 2024, ITZY is definitely going to be a very profitable group for maybe JYP Entertainment. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to shine really brightly and receive quite a lot of affection. But I wouldn't even be surprised if in 2024 there's going to be some rumor or confirmation of a rumor that one member of ITZY is dating someone. Like so, because romance is... I think that in 2024 as well, I see ITZY member Leah returning. And I think that in 2024, ITZY as, group is going to really showcase their professionalism, and their interactions going to be like sort of remind you that it's not that deep. Take everything with grain of salt. Don't treat others like garbage of some sort, but just enjoy in general. Be fair to ITZY and for each other on other social platforms, because I think that this year is like peaceful year filled with really fun and family like interactions. Yeah guys, I don't know if you enjoyed this reading, but I tried my best. Thank you for watching and goodbye.